Some people don't leave their home very often. They cancel plans. They avoid social spaces. They feel safer inside their own walls. This is often labeled as laziness, antisocial behavior, or depression. But psychology shows something more precise. Staying home is often not a preference. It's a nervous system strategy. When the outside world feels overwhelming, unpredictable, or threatening, the brain adapts, and it adapts quietly. 1. Their nervous system associates outside with danger. Psychology explains that repeated stress, social pressure, or overstimulation can train the brain to stay in alert mode. Crowds, noise, expectations. They don't feel neutral. They feel unsafe. Home becomes the only place where the body can finally relax. Not because it's perfect, but because it's predictable. 2. Avoidance brings relief, and the brain remembers that. Neuroscience shows that when avoiding something reduces anxiety, the brain reinforces that behavior. Stay home, tension drops. Cancel plans, relief appears. Over time, the brain stops asking whether avoiding is healthy. It only remembers that it works. 3. The outside world feels like constant performance. For many people, being outside means monitoring themselves, how they speak, how they look, how they're perceived. Psychology links this to chronic self-monitoring. It's a state that drains mental energy. At home, the performance ends. No audience, no judgment. 4. Solitude slowly becomes the default. When human connection feels demanding instead of nourishing, the brain chooses isolation. Not because the person doesn't want connection, but because connection feels costly. Over time, staying home stops feeling temporary, it starts feeling normal. 5. Not all solitude is unhealthy, but losing choice is. Psychology makes an important distinction. Some solitude is restorative, some is creative, some is protective. The problem begins when staying home is no longer a choice, but the only place that feels accessible. If this felt familiar, it's because psychology is describing adaptation, not a flaw. Your behavior didn't appear randomly. It formed to protect your nervous system. And when safety expands, the world slowly becomes reachable again. On this channel, we explain human behavior so it finally makes sense.